Okay, this is episode 4, and let's just start by saying this is a very well done episode. Well, I say so. Because, one, we get introduced into a well enacted battle scene, which was great to see. A little bit of more. Okay, it wasn't that great of communications between them to like more, less, it wasn't so bonding, it was more strategizing, but it led to some level of bonding and misunderstandings, which is great. Whenever there's a misunderstanding in any show, for me it is amazingly cheerful to see, unless it's blunt, and then I find it stupid. But for this one, it was well made. It made Chaika just say some of the funniest things. Even with the way she speaks, it makes it even. It makes it more just wonderful to see her talk and stuff like that. Then to see his sister kind of just blunt out, kind of go into a little bit of depression mode, which was a little bit weird, but normal to see how it went. But you get to learn a little bit more about him and how he is a saboteur, and it looks like during the war their only job was to follow orders from their masters. And I think I stated this in my last one. It's kind of, he's really adamant. I'm trying to kind of push her to decide what to do, and you can only imagine why I can see for the most part that he's trying to get her to help her accomplish her goals. That is his job. But he's not trying to be harsh, but it's kind of hard for her because we don't have much. We don't have much from her, and that weird neck scar, weird thing around her neck, that kind of surprised me too, which we don't see here until Akari sees it later. But then during the fight with one of the 8 heroes, that ending or that surprise, I kind of saw it. I thought it was like she was using something else, but it turns out it was the Dragoon. That was badass. Seeing him in his true form was badass. Seeing him fight was great. It was just well played out. And the ending to this episode, after the battle and everything, and seeing the eyes, that was the treasure that they gathered from here, his eyes, is seeing the Dragoon transform into a girl. Kind of like a version of Chaika, just turned blonde hair and pink suit. So it's kind of like her counterpart, but it's still the Dragoon, and given her name Frederica, I think. But just adding a new character, a very powerful character, saying minimum that, like adding this Dragoon who is amazing, and he is powerful. I can tell he's very powerful. He was one of the 8 heroes' kind of partners, and having him along, I was hoping it was going to happen, but his goal now is to kill Toru, which is going to be an interesting combat, chemistry between those two, and I want to see how that's going to play out. And I don't know what more to say. It was just a lot of elements were played out, and okay, the one thing I forgot to mention was when they got to her mansion. Well, they asked like what was happening, and when his Akari stated that they were brother and sister who were in a forbidden love, that was hilarious. Like, seriously? It's funny? Come on. And he didn't stop him. That was a funny thing. But we also got to learn that they're actually not brother and sister. They grew up together, but that was interesting to see. But I'm hoping to see something. I can't wait to see what happens next time. Till next time, guys. それをお譲りいただくわけにはいきませんか。
どうしてそれを君が欲するのだ。
大事な人の目的を叶えるからです。
君